The wait is finally over. After years of mystery, heartbreak, and spine-chilling suspense, Stranger Things fans are finally witnessing the moment we've all been waiting for: Will Byers and Vecna coming face to face. The newly released trailer for Stranger Things Season 5 has shaken the internet to its core. It's dark, emotional, and absolutely epic, as the haunting voice of Vecna echoes, "William, you are going to help me. One last time." Chills run down every fan's spine. The battle for Hawkins isn't just another showdown, it's the end of everything we know about the Upside Down. Before we dive deep into every shocking detail, make sure you subscribe to Celeb Spill for more exclusive updates, emotional deep dives, and the best breakdowns from your favorite shows and stars. You don't want to miss what's coming next. For nearly a decade, Stranger Things has been the beating heart of Netflix's original content, a show that defined a generation of storytelling. What began as a small-town mystery in Hawkins, Indiana, turned into a sprawling saga of friendship, fear, and the ultimate fight between light and darkness. But now, the final chapter has arrived. Season 5 promises to bring everything full circle. From the mysterious disappearance of Will Byers in the very first season, to the horrifying rise of Vecna, the creature once known as Henry Creel, who reshaped the Upside Down itself. And this time, there's no running, no hiding, only a final confrontation that could end the world as we know it. The trailer opens with haunting visuals of the Upside Down. Red lightning flashes across the screen as Vecna's distorted voice fills the silence. Then, his chilling words cut through the air. "William, you are going to help me. One last time." That single line has the entire fandom spiraling with theories. Could Will be connected to Vecna in ways we never imagined? From the very beginning, Will has been tied to the Upside Down. He was its first victim, its first survivor, and perhaps now, its final key. After years of watching him struggle with visions, feelings, and the haunting whispers from the dark, it seems his story is finally coming full circle. And this time, Will isn't running from the darkness, he's walking straight into it. The trailer doesn't hold back on the intensity. Explosions tear through the streets of Hawkins, the sky cracks open like glass, and the gang reunites for one final mission. 11, played by the incredible Millie Bobby Brown, stands tall, facing her greatest enemy yet. Her eyes glow, her powers surge, and her determination is unshakable. But for Will, portrayed by Schnapp, the danger feels more personal than ever. His connection to Vecna runs deep, and as the trailer unfolds, it becomes clear that Vecna isn't done with him yet. We hear snippets of the group's conversations, Mike, Dustin, Lucas, and Max, all struggling to stay strong as the stakes grow. Higher than ever before. The voice of David Harbour as Jim Hopper adds weight to the chaos, grounding the emotion with his signature grit and fatherly resolve. "We stay true to ourselves. We stay true to our friends," Hopper says firmly. "No matter the cost." It's more than just a line. It's a reflection of what Stranger Things has always been about. Loyalty, courage, and the bond that refuses to break, even in the face of absolute terror. Finn Wolfhard, who plays Mike Wheeler, described the season with just one word: epic. "If you thought it had reached the limit of what was possible for this show," he said, "there's more to go. There's more to come. It gets bigger, scarier, and wilder." And fans can already see that in the trailer. From high-octane action sequences to emotionally charged goodbyes, this final chapter promises to deliver everything and more. The production value is next level. The Duffer brothers have clearly spared no effort in crafting a cinematic finale worthy of the phenomenon that Stranger Things has become. Each frame feels massive, every line of dialogue heavy with meaning. But amidst the chaos, it's the emotional undertone that hits hardest. The cast, who grew up on this show, are now saying goodbye to a decade-long journey that shaped their lives. In an interview following the trailer's release, Schnapp opened up about reading the final script. "I've said it so many times now," he shared with tears in his eyes. "It was heart-wrenching. We didn't expect to cry as much as we did. It's like saying goodbye to a family and to childhood. It was really sad." Noah reflected on how deeply Stranger Things has impacted his life. 10 years of my life. I started when I was 10 years old. My whole life has really been dedicated to this show. My career was built on it. So when you think about saying goodbye, it's not just to the characters or the story, but to the people you've met, the person you've become, and the lessons you've learned. He paused, then added softly, "It took me a while to process all of it. It's such an emotional goodbye, and fans can feel that emotion radiating through every shot of the trailer. From Will's haunted stare to Eleven's quiet tears, from Hopper's steely determination to the group's desperate fight to save Hawkins one last time. The release plan for Season 5 is also something fans are buzzing about. The final season of Stranger Things will be released in 3 parts. Volume 1 premieres on November 26th, Volume 2 drops on Christmas Day, and the series finale lands on New Year's Eve, December 31st. It's a poetic end to an era, one that begins with anticipation, carries through the holidays, and concludes at the turn of the new year. The timing couldn't be more perfect. Fans will literally ring in the new year saying goodbye to Stranger Things, a show that defined the last decade of television. Another member of the cast described the season in one powerful word: zenith. Something that reaches its most powerful, most complete point. And that's exactly what Season 5 promises to be. The culmination of every thread, every battle, every heartbreak since Season 1. From the moment the Demogorgon first crawled out of the Upside Down to the haunting theme of friendship and loss, Stranger Things has taken us on a journey like no other. And now, it's all leading to this. The final confrontation between Will Byers and Vecna. It's not just a fight for survival, it's a fight for redemption, for closure, and for the future of the world above and below. Throughout the trailer, we see glimpses of familiar faces. Winona Ryder as the ever-protective Joyce Byers, Gaten Matarazzo as the loyal and hilarious Dustin Henderson, Caleb McLaughlin as the brave and resilient Lucas Sinclair, and Sadie Sink as Max Mayfield, who's still recovering from the trauma of Season 4. Each of them carries the scars of their past battles, and each one is ready to face the end together. The visuals are breathtaking. Dark skies swirling above Hawkins, flickers of blue and red energy clashing as 11 channels every ounce of her power. The Upside Down has never looked more terrifying, with grotesque vines and shadow creatures crawling through streets once filled with laughter and light. In one heart-stopping moment, Will stands face to face with Vecna. The air crackles with tension as the camera pans slowly to his terrified but determined expression. He's no longer the boy who was lost. He's the young man who's ready to fight back. "It's wild," says David Harbour about the final stretch of filming. "You think you're ready for it, but you're not." This isn't just another season. It's the finale of a universe. And that's exactly what fans are preparing for. A universe coming to its end. But what an ending it's shaping up to be. From the emotional performances to the nostalgic callbacks. From the explosive battles to the quiet, tearful moments, Stranger Things 5 is promising an unforgettable goodbye. It's hard to imagine Netflix without Stranger Things. Since 2016, it has been a cultural force, redefining what sci-fi and horror could be on television. Its impact has been enormous. From 80s nostalgia and synthwave soundtracks to fashion, fan theories, and pop culture at large. And now, nearly 10 years later, the show that started with a missing boy is ending with that same boy, Will Byers, standing at the center of the storm. The boy who was once lost in the Upside Down may now be the only one who can save everyone from it. Whether he'll survive this final battle, no one knows. But one thing is certain, this ending will stay with us forever. So as the final countdown begins, fans around the world are bracing themselves. Tears will fall, hearts will break, and memories will flood back. Because Stranger Things isn't just a show, it's an era. It's about growing up, holding on to your friends, and facing your fears, no matter how dark they are. And when that final episode drops on December 31st, it'll be more than just the end of a series. It'll be the end of a generation's story, one that changed the face of modern storytelling forever. This is going to be epic, heartbreaking, and completely unforgettable. Make sure you subscribe to Celebrity Info so you don't miss our exclusive breakdowns, emotional tributes, and behind-the-scenes secrets from the Stranger Things finale. Because if there's one thing we've learned after all these years, in Hawkins, nothing ever ends quietly. This is going to be epic, heartbreaking, and completely unforgettable. Make sure you subscribe to Celebrity Info so you don't miss our exclusive breakdowns, emotional tributes, and behind-the-scenes secrets from the Stranger Things finale. Because if there's one thing we've learned after all these years, in Hawkins, nothing ever ends quietly.